Not much. Almost lost my webcam. AJ's with me.
What's good, fam?
AJ, what's good, yo?
Not much, no chilling, bro.
You saw the Mayweather fight?
Yeah, bro. I think he won, right?
That shit was bullshit. I don't get hype for these fights no more, man.
Yeah,
Right.
Cause they fight. It's like Mayweather just fighting because he got like 8, 9 kids. He just fighting anybody now. Like put him up against Barney the dinosaur and shit.
You picking on these weak motherfuckers. That's the thing.
He don't have it no more. Like he's like mad rusty against his internet nigga. Like come on,
yeah.
I haven't been hyped for boxing in like the last 2, 3 years, man. Like it ain't no big fights no more.
Yeah. They're all big. I mean, to be honest with
You
you,
know the
I thought it
Spence. Did you watch the Spence and Crawford fight was disappointing to me. I thought that was gonna be a better match.
yeah, it was going against YouTube, bro. I really want to hit
Yeah,
my fight.
it's like come on, man, retire already. Like he just
Exactly.
taking any match now.
Exactly.
YouTuber.
You know, like shit. If Reg wanted to fight him, he would fight Reg right now. That's how bad it is.
Good. You know, if Reggie taking that.
You know, and I think Reg would probably win a couple rounds against him. Like this dude look mad rusty.
Yeah, probably.
You never know.
Probably.
You know,
So I got some good news.
huh?
I may get another Jet magazine lot sometime this month.
Another lot? Oh
Yeah.
shit. So you're gonna have like 400 by before the end of this month?
I don't know. I'm trying to look for a one with some 70s Jet magazines.
Uh-huh.
Because I like the collection, but it was too many 80s, too many 90s, which was expected, but still.
You had a lot of vintage joints in there though, man.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of classic joints in there. You know. What kind of 70s you want? Like
Like some Muhammad Ali,
oh,
Marvin Gaye.
Cool in the
I know
game.
I'm getting the Ohio Player Jet sometime this month.
Word.
I try to look for the Funkadelic issue.
Right.
Oh yeah, Ronnie, thank you. Rest in peace to Clarence Williams III, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a legend.
Um, Played the black guy from the Mod Squad. Dad from Purple Rain, Tale from the Hood.
Right.
Very underrated actor.
Did you ever watch the Mod Squad movie with Omar Epps and I think Claire Danes was in it?
I forgot they made a movie of that shit.
That shit was terrible.
Before it was Mr. T and the A Team, it was that nigga from the fucking Mod Squad.
Like,
Real niggas, man.
he made Tales from the Hood because without him that shit would have been
Oh,
trash.
yes.
Because the other sequels were bad as well.
Yeah, man, I fell asleep through most of that fight. I was like, real true.
That shit was.
Cause we were trying to get it to fucking work on my favorite
I was
sport.
watching the fight before the Battle Jack fight.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? That shit was, it's Mayweather now. It's like Mayweather. These kids don't know about Mayweather in his heyday. Like he was the best.
Yeah.
You know, he would talk his shit and back it up. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how many fights he was the underdog in.
Plenty of fights.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like they had him when he fought De La Hoya, he was the underdog in that, and he bust De La Hoya's ass. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? When he fought against Ricky Hatton, he was the underdog against that Ricky Hatton fight, and he bust Ricky Hatton's ass.
Oh, yeah, but every single well, not he
Everybody.
got like what 20 knockouts.
I watched all of those Mayweather fights, every pay per view. You know what I'm saying? Every one that he had, I watched it. Zab Judah, Kodo, all of them niggas, man. Like he's just great. You know what I'm saying? He's the best.
Yeah,
But I think he needs to retire now because you know what I'm saying? He's fighting anybody now.
51. That's a good it's a good stopping point.
You know,
I don't watch wrestling.
wrestling.
Yeah.
I still watch Raw and I don't watch AEW and New Japan, but I'm not even watching Raw and SmackDown like that, like once in the blue. But it's just bullshit now and then. They're just cutting wrestlers they shouldn't be cutting.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I need to bring
iPhone.
my
That's what on the extra because somewhere behind us, behind us. So did y'all catch the beef episode?
No, I didn't watch it. Which one you did?
James Brown and Joe Chucks.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. I gotta watch that. He needs to retire now. Like he only doing that because of money. He need the money for his kids. He paying child support.
They said this nigga had like a Charizard necklace on or some shit.
You know what?
Other Logan Paul had like a Charizard necklace walking down and shit.
He had some shit on.
Yeah.
Who wears a Pokemon necklace to a boxing match?
Was it diamond studded? If it wasn't diamonds, like why are you wearing it?
Boy, don't hit a Charizard.
Charizard. Nigga, you find a YouTuber with a Charizard necklace? Oh man,
Nigga think he ash testing.
that's funny. What you think about Welcome Back, Carter?
That was a funny show,
Yeah,
but the last season wasn't that good.
I don't remember the last season.
That was when on them backstage tension and
Oh,
the dude that played Potter, he left the show. John Travolta had a movie career. He kind of wasn't there that much.
right.
But it was a funny show.
Yeah, young John Travolta on that show.
Lawrence Hilton Jacobs, that was my dude.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ronnie said Glenn Homies or Gary Scheider. Glenn all the way, boy.
He just knocked him out. He didn't win the fight. What you talking about? Just knocked him out. What match you was watching?
I think that's my speaker doing that shit. Let me turn it down a little bit. Who's ready for record spray?
Are you copping anything?
Um, maybe. I'll just see what's popping.
Right,
I don't really like fucking record store there like that.
right.
So they be overpriced and certain shit.
It feels like they just like releasing shit just to release it,
Right.
so people go crazy.
That's one of the false truths.
You know. Bill Bixby was the David Banner on Incredible Hulk.
He died, right?
I think he's dead. Yeah, I think he passed away.
Yeah, everyone's talking about the Conjuring.
Hmm?
Everyone's talking about the Conjuring and shit.
The what?
The Conjuring.
Oh, the Conjuring. I didn't like it. I thought it wasn't what I expected. For especially for a third sequel, it should have been better.
Oh shit, I didn't even see that yet. But coming from you, I don't know, bro.
I still love part two is still the best one. Two and part one. I just think part three and it's a different story too. Part three was supposed to deal with like a werewolf or some shit, and they changed the story up.
I'm just gonna wait till I see Quiet Place too.
It was okay. That's the movie I really wanted to see last year. I'm like shit. It's a good thing I didn't go to the theater to watch it because I would have been disappointed.
Well, Quiet Place too.
Conjuring 3,
Uh,
you know, it's not like a like anything you haven't seen before. I've seen like many stories like that. You know,
oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you my Prince lesson in a minute.
okay. He died from cancer. Yeah, I used to watch the Incredible Hulk when I was little, like the OG show, and they had Lou Ferrigno play the Hulk. Favorite Clarence Williams movie?
Tell somebody.
Purple Rain. Like him playing Prince's dad. That was great. That was a great role for him.
Dad, stop! You're gonna hurt.
He really like the only dude in the film that had like acting credentials. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Prince never acted. Morris Day and the Time never acted. Apollonia never acted. They went with like an inexperienced cast and one established dude in Hollywood. So Clutch was good, yo.
What's up, Clint?
I
Dad,
like
stop.
dope video earlier. I liked his video earlier. Taj Mowry is working on the Smart Guy reboot. Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. What's up with all these reboots of shows and stuff? I, I watched that fight Clutch. I just like yo. That shit was bad.
Oh my.
Like it's time for Mayweather to retire. That's it. Like he's ruining his legacy. Like fighting against these no talented cats. You know. Favorite Jim Carrey films?
Lion, Lion, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
The Mask. Uh, what's the Grinch? I'm not really big on Jim Carrey films. Like I like some of his stuff though, but he wasn't like a guy that I watched all his stuff. Liar, that one was good.
Lion,
That
Lion.
one, Bruce Almighty, that was a good one.
Yeah, Bruce Almighty was cool.
Yeah,
The Truman Show.
but he looked old as hell in the ring. Like he just looked rusty. I'm like, man, retire already, man. You know,
Live
that's what
Coach.
made a lot of those fights boring. When he fought like Maidana and he fought Guerrero, and those fights were like so boring because all he kept doing was like hugging him like half of the fight. It was like never he wasn't going for the knockout. Like and you remember when he said when he beat Ricky Hatton, he was like, oh I could knock out anybody anytime I want, but he don't do that.
Yeah, sit your ass down.
Ace Ventura, yeah, that was good.
Here you go.
I'm just not hyped for boxing no more, yo. It's like all the greats are like gone now. Pacquiao still holding on. I don't know why. He needs to retire too.
Yeah, bosses did MMA more entertaining.
Huh?
Mixed martial arts.
Oh, I don't want. I'm not really big into that either. The
Yeah,
UFC and MMA. I was never really, like big on that.
it's gotten better over the years. It's really entertaining.
I watched the McGregor fight when McGregor came back. I watched that one, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the one where he lost and he jumped over the cage and he went into the crowd.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
that one I was hyped for that one because they kept like talking about it. I was like, let me watch this shit.
Did you see the Mike Tyson fight, by the way?
The one against who he fought again?
I forgot that new that the newest one.
Yeah,
Forgot.
I saw the last Tyson fight. Even with that, it was like I'm like, come on, Tyson, man. Like really,
Yeah,
you know
he
what I'm
should
saying? Like,
have in the ring.
don't make a comeback. You don't need to. You're a legend. You good. Like you don't need to prove nothing to nobody.
He must just be bored with life, but still, he's trying to be boss.
Yo, like you just like, but the thing is, it's like, yo, like he could have did that years ago. Like when he was out of boxing and he was incarcerated, and then he came back, he messed up, with the Holyfield fight. He could have came back and had a proper like send off. Like don't do it now when you're like 51 years old and you trying to prove something.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, Roy Jones Jr. That's what he fought. Yeah, right. It was cool to see him back in the ring, but I'm like I wasn't like so hyped for it though. I'm like you already a legend. Roy Jones Jr. is a legend. I watched them in their prime. Like they don't need to prove nothing to nobody.
Didn't wasn't like Roy giving Mike Tyson the work a little bit in that match?
Nah, nah. They
Uh,
they both look. The thing. Tyson is in shape again. Like he looked like physically he's in shape again.
Right.
But even both of them, Roy Jones looked like a hot mess. Cause I remember like when Roy Jones was actually in his prime still, he looked like a boxer. He don't look like a boxer no more.
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like you like people forget like he went up in weight class to beat John Ruiz for the heavyweight title. That was an epic fight because a lot of people didn't think he could do it. Like he went up in weight class just to fight Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Roy Jones in classic battles. I'm like, yo, it wasn't the same. That's why I'm like, yo, why are they trying to come back now, like 20 something years later?
That boy Roy crazy.
This be hilarious. Shit. It's like niggas be funny. Here you go. Clutch said looks like current problem. Box.
They need to stop, man. Like, it's gonna be a long time before boxing has another Mayweather again, and we might never get another one.
Like we might never get another Muhammad Ali.
Right? Yeah, there's never been another Ali or Tyson. It's like those have come once in the blue. You're never gonna get another Mayweather, man. So you're gonna be stuck with like people like Earl Spence and Bud Crawford, and they good, but they just not Mayweather. They don't bring in the pay per view draws like Mayweather.
That's true.
Clutch said you want him to fight Holyfield again so he could bite off his other ear. Oh yeah.
Damn.
I think if he did that, he would go back to jail. I don't think he want that shit. You
The
know what
way
I'm
he
saying? See,
jumped.
yo, I wanted that fight when they were both in their prime. I believe Tyson could beat him. I believe Tyson could beat Lennox Lewis. You know what I'm saying? But he mentally was messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like he had Duncan robbing him blind, and he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just all messed up.
Lennox Lewis coming for you.
I always thought Lennox Lewis was overrated. I always felt like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he fought Tyson and he beat him. I'm like, you ain't beat Tyson in your prime in his prime. You beat a fucked up Tyson. Like he was already crazy and shit.
Exactly.
You know? Fight Tyson when he was like 88, 89. Like fight that Tyson. He would have lost.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on? I don't even like questions like that. I think the people that make those posts are so stupid. Like to put against like Illmatic against Reasonable Doubt, and I don't care to even answer questions like that. They both classics to me.
Exactly. We take away from either one.
It's like what is the difference? So if you pick Reasonable Doubt, then what does that say about Illmatic? If you pick Illmatic, what does that say about Reasonable Doubt? I would love Kendrick Nunn on the team, but not for a max contract though. Like he's a scorer first, and he passed his last. Like we need a superstar guard like Dame Lillard. But
Hmm.
I don't want them to give up the whole roster for Dame though. You know what I'm saying? But Dame can do everything. Where Kendrick Nunn is more of a scorer. You know what I'm saying? And they're probably like feeling like, oh well, we can't blow the bank on Dame. Let's get Kendrick Nunn. But how does he? Is he taking us to the second round of the playoffs? Because Randall need help. It can't just be Randall and Derrick Rose. Like Randall need help, and he need like a good bench behind him as well. And this has been the Knicks' problem forever. They never had a premier guard. You know what I'm saying? Like when we got stuff on Marbury, he wasn't even in his prime no more. You know what I'm saying? Like they need that premier guard. They need to me they need a stretch five. I know fans are in love with Mitch. I feel like Mitch need to go because he is irrelevant in the offense and he's good for defense. But they need a stretch five. Something another player besides Randall and RJ that's gonna take the pressure off them because RJ not ready yet. You know what I'm saying? Like he's getting there, but he's not ready yet to be the Robin to Randall. Randall needs that other scorer. What did Charlemagne do? Not like I care about Charlemagne. What did he do now?
Is it about that Kwame Tori thing?
The who?
That Kwame Tori thing?
Who the hell is that?
That football player?
Oh, the Kwame Brown thing. I
Yeah.
already know about that. That's old news. But I don't understand why these old players are even in the news right now. Yeah, Miles Turner, like that would be an upgrade because Miles can shoot. You know what I'm saying? He used to be a major part in the Pacers offense. You know what I'm saying? And then, Oladipo came and they just forgot about him. I feel like Miles disappeared, but Turner can still play. He's definitely an upgrade to me over Mitch. I would rather get Miles Turner. I think that's an upgrade at the five position for them. But they still need that guard, and they don't have that, and they got the money. James Dolan is a billionaire. I don't understand why. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if you want to get to the next level, you got to spend money. You can't just like if fans are expecting them to draft, you're not gonna get. See, Golden State was lucky. Ever since the Warriors were successful when they draft, everybody try to build a team like Golden State. You're not gonna get another Steph Curry or another Klay Thompson. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is New York. You got to spend the money if you want to get a better players.
Exactly.
You can't be cheap with the money and be like, oh well, we're gonna get to the finals with a bunch of role players. It's not gonna happen. You see what Brooklyn is doing? If Brooklyn wins the finals this year, you know why? Because they got the stars on their team. Knicks ain't got that right now. We got role players, but we need those stars.
Right.
Yankees always spend money. That's why they always in the playoffs. They don't got a whole bunch of farm system players. Yeah, yeah. What's up with that? Did you hear about the Mariah Carey argument with Jay Z?
Mariah Carey arguing with Jay Z.
Yeah, she. I didn't even know she was on. Apparently, she was on Rock Nation, and she and Jay Z had an argument, and she left Rock Nation.
Oh, no, I didn't hear about
What?
that.
Yeah, that happened yesterday.
What?
Cause it was some argument over like the future of her career. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Mariah Carey is a Hall of Famer first ballot. So I'm guessing the argument was they said she's coming out with an R&B influenced album, and I'm guessing Jay Z was like, "Nah, you got to go this way because the young kids don't know about We Belong Together and Vision of Love and all that shit. You gotta do some trap R&B or something."
That's crazy.
So they had some big argument and she left Rock Nation. So
What?
yeah,
That's
and I haven't listened to a Mariah album in years, so I could kill less.
yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't even know she was on Rock. Yeah, she was on Rock Nation, and what does that say about them? They haven't promoted her at all.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone got Rock Nation at this point.
Only him and like Carrie go.
Everybody, yeah, but the people that's on Rock Nation, we heard about. We heard about when Fat Joe signed with them and when Jim Jones signed with them. I didn't know Mariah Carey was on Rock Nation.
A heavily R&B influenced album.
Like, wasn't she doing R&B before? Don't forget about Miami. Yeah, but Miami, yeah, exactly. Miami had their stars and they spent money getting LeBron and Bosh down there. That's why they got two championships. They wasn't just trying to make it, happen with just role players. And they still went to the finals last year with Jimmy Butler. That's the way to do it. You can't expect to go to the finals on a bunch of role players.
Okay. What the fuck am I watching?
Jim Jones on my way to church or Harlem Diary of Summer. Diary of Summer definitely is my favorite Jim Jones album.
That came out in '06, right?
Around here, like 06, 07.
Got you.
That was after Pray for Rain. Might have been before Pray for Rain. I think Pray for Rain was like '09 or some shit.
Yeah, that was on. That was a song Pop Campaign.
Right.
That song got annoying for a while.
You like that joint?
It got annoying after a little bit.
But if they trade up in the draft, who they giving up? Because they made the postseason. So who are they giving up to trade up and how far are they trying to get in the draft? They got to do something. They got to upgrade. Like it got to be significant upgrades. It can't just be we're gonna resign Derrick Rose and that's it. They got to make significant upgrades if they want to get to round two or Eastern Conference semis. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I feel like the last couple years they've been cheap. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand why because their owner is a billionaire. How are you a cheap billionaire but like you don't want to spend money on your basketball team? Then sell it.
They want to make money off them, then support them.
He don't. I don't believe James Dolan never cared about winning. It's all about ticket stubs for him. You know what I'm saying? Like a real owner, like the Yankees owners, they spend money every year. The Mets new owner, Steve Cohen, spends money. He wants to win a championship in the next 3 years. Where is the Knicks going? Like, what's the direction? You got Randall, an all-star role player. 'Cause that's what he is. You need more pieces around Randall now. It can't just be, oh, we're gonna sign Derrick Rose and that's it. Cause we got beat by the Hawks, and I don't believe the Hawks are better than us.
But how much?
We lost that series 4-1, and that series to me, the Knicks beat the Hawks the whole season. There's no reason why we couldn't have beaten the Hawks. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand that. We need some stars. I've been saying this for years. When I say that, people like, yo, nah, we don't need no stars here. We need to draft, go through the draft. Nah, we need stars here. Okay, we made the playoffs. We didn't expect to be the fourth seed. That's a big accomplishment as it is. We had a great season. Now it's time to upgrade and elevate for next season. They need superstars here. They're not gonna win a ring with a bunch of role players. It's never been done in no sport. Not hockey, not football, no sport. Every team has superstars in the team. So why are we gonna be so different? Kyle Lowry, I wouldn't sign Lowry. If you sign Lowry, you gotta be for like 1 year, cause we need a young superstar like that. Like Dane would be perfect for our team. He's still in his prime. He can do everything. I'm just not giving away half of the roster like we did for Carmelo Anthony to get Dame. But Dame would be on the list. Lonzo Ball they need to look at. I would say if you can't get Dame, get Lonzo Ball.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only ones that's available. That's still young, and Lonzo hasn't even hit his prime yet.
No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They would be on my radar. Those two. Forget signing Conley and Kyle Lowry, all these other cat. There's a report that came out a couple of days ago. They wanted to resign Derrick Rose, but he wants to start. You gonna start Derrick Rose at this point in his career? I'm having him coming off the bench. I'm not starting him.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like where are they going? And the pressure is gonna be on them now because God forbid if Brooklyn wins that championship this year, they're gonna be looked at. They're gonna be the favorites. They're already the favorites to go to the finals. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna see how many Knicks fans that say they Knicks fans are gonna jump ship and start rooting for Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? I need my Knicks to upgrade this team for next season.
It's going to take like A lot of time up there, shit like a motherfucker don't have egos and shit.
Huh?
Cause that motherfucker gotta consider egos and shit too. You know what I'm saying?
It's not even that. Listen, Randall did everything that he could do for this team. Like, props to him for coming to New York when nobody else wanted to come here. When Kevin Durant said no, Kyrie Irving said no, Chris Paul said no, and had a chance to get Chris Paul from Houston, and they turned it down for whatever reason, and he went off to Phoenix. And you see what he's doing with the Suns now. Everybody said no to the Knicks, and Randall was the only one that said, okay, I'm coming here. You know what I'm saying? And he did his thing, and he went to the All Star game. He deserved it. He had a great season. But now it's time to upgrade around him because he can't do it. You see that he can't do it on his own.
Nope.
He cannot do it on his own. He's not that. He was never that type of play. Playing alongside Kobe is not the same as leading a team.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So we need help. He needs help. We have to give him that help, and we need to get superstars here, not the another bunch of role players around him. Exactly. He's not the same player. Like, yeah, Derrick Rose off the bench is good, but not for having to have him start. I wouldn't sign him to have him start. You know what I'm saying? When I wanted Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal, Zach Levine. I wanted them here. Knicks fans was like, nah, we don't need them. Who are we to turn down superstars? We're not there. We're not at that point yet to turn down superstars here. That would be an upgrade. Like Bradley Beal is a star. He's just on a bad team. So is Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? Like, who are we to? We're not in no position to say, oh, well, we don't want this superstar here. Come on. Yeah, I saw the Mavs lose that. I mean, hey, salute to the Clippers, yo. I feel like this is it's now or never for the Clippers. Like you got Paul George locked up for a couple more years. You got Kawhi, who's gonna be a free agent. It's open for them. Like there's no excuse now for the Clippers not to go to the finals this year. They have no excuse. The Lakers are out of the way. They got to be the favorites now to go. I wasn't picking them. I was picking Denver, but hey, salute to the Clippers for that. Luka needs help as well. He can't do it by himself. He's in the same predicament as Randall. Yes, I would love for them to sign Bradley Beal or Zach LaVine. Like one of them got to be here. If they can't sign both, sign one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like Randall needs that superstar with him because RJ is not ready yet. You feel like Rick Carlisle needs to be fired? Well, if you fire Rick Carlisle, who you getting? I don't understand. What do you think about everybody's posting mouthwash? Where?
Mouthwash.
I don't know. You know what you're talking about, Q.
As in Listerine.
I guess I don't know what he's talking about.
Maybe they're
Exactly. I don't. I think Rick Carlisle did a good job for what they have. You know what I'm saying? And like Luca is a star. Like that's the type of point guard the Knicks need. I wish we had Luca on our team because he can do everything. He just don't have him like Randall. He don't have a lot of help. You know what I'm saying? KP is a bust. Like they need to get rid of KP. You want the Mavericks to hire Jason Kidd? I don't know. He played for the Mavs, so anything is possible. I don't know how that makes the team better. They still need another star to go with Luca. A coach can only do so much. Yeah, and you see what happened, right? And that was when they were tanking, and they tanked to the point when they only got the third pick. So what kind of like draft picks people expect this year? And they went to the postseason. They're not gonna get a high draft pick. If they get a high, they have to trade Randall to, or maybe even more to get a high draft pick. So,
I'm gonna walk AJ out though.
huh?
I'm gonna try. Hold it down, man.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk him out like this.
all right.
All right.
So I mean, yeah. Morant is a star already. Like he took the Grizzlies far. So again, I wish we had a point guard like him. That's the type of point guard they need. They need a Luca or Morant on that team. The Jazz. I mean, we'll see where the Jazz go. I don't. I'm not. Jazz haven't been to the finals since they had Malone and Stockton. So I'm not. I'm not even thinking that they can. I don't think they're gonna get that far though. Maybe they will, and that'll be good. Maybe they have a chance. I mean, if they gotta, let's say the Jazz get to the finals and they go up against Brooklyn, they're not gonna be the favorites to win. You know what I'm saying? The same way the Jazz played the Bulls in the finals back in the '90s, they wasn't the favorites either. Nah, we gotta. I have hope for my team, Clutch. We gotta have hope because they came so far this year. Everybody picked this to be dead last. Nobody was picking this to make the have a good season or for Randall to have this type of season that he did, and for us to be in the fourth seed and make the playoffs. That's a big accomplishment by Coach Tibbs alone. You know what I'm saying? But it's time. Okay, now that we had a taste of the postseason, it's time to upgrade. We can't regress for next season. We have to keep pushing. That's what good teams do. They keep upgrading their team to the point where they have a contender that can battle Milwaukee and can battle Brooklyn and Philly and those teams. We're not there yet. We can't beat none of those teams ahead of us. If they want to be like Golden State, that's what Golden State did. They were always upgrading their team. And now what Steph got like what 3 rings they got? Like that's a good team. That's a good organization. Better filmography, Will Smith or Ice Cube. I like Will Smith movies more than Ice Cube. I can't tell you the last Ice Cube film that I actually enjoyed. It's been years.
So you didn't care for fist fight?
Hell no. I didn't like that.
I'm gonna fight you.
Did you like that?
That was hilarious.
I didn't like that for that movie. Sam said, "Do you think that 1990 is an underrated year in hip hop?" 1990 had some bangers. It had some dope albums that year. 88 was good. That was a good year. I think 88 really is like the year that a lot of classic albums really started to come out consistently.
Yeah, I agree.
And before then, you had like maybe 2 or 3, but 88 really was that year.
That was when like hip hop's creativity started.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the talent started. We started to see more talent come out around that time. So like Kane came out with his first album in '88. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, Pursuit of Happiness. That was a true story too. That was a good movie.
Yeah, that movie was good.
Yeah, I've watched more Will Smith. Will got some trash too though, but I've watched more. I've enjoyed more Will Smith films than Ice Cube. Sean said '91 was the most underrated. '91 was great too.
The 1991 had some dope shit.
'91 was great. Like 90, 91, that was like really the start of like the golden era when we were getting classics every year. You know, favorite posthumous documentaries.
Favorite what? Posthumous?
I'm sure it's something with Pac in it, right? I'm sure it's something with Pac.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Uh, I don't know. This most underrated year in the '90s, maybe '95. I would say 93, '95. Yeah, Follow the Leader, Great Adventures of Slick Rick. Yes,
Love that album.
classic, man.
That Slick Rick album is
Um,
official.
Brand Nubian first album. Love that one. Any movie recommendations? If you like horror, I saw Conjuring 3. I thought it was okay. It's not great. Um, Quiet Place 2. I read you watching that tonight.
Yeah,
Quiet Place 2 was good. They left it open for another one. I hope it's good.
of course they did.
I just watched a show on Netflix called Sweet Tooth. It's a DC comic. It's based on a genetically made little boy. He's half human. He's half deer, and his father dies, and he's on the hunt for his mom. And his mom was like working at the laboratories that genetically made him. It's like an eight episode series on Netflix.
Hold on, let me talk to my mom right quick.
Yeah, Hancock. I actually went to see Hancock. I didn't like it. Loving basketball. Reg is doing. We're doing a review for that. I'm just waiting for Reg to actually watch the film. I don't need to watch it. I've already seen it like hundreds of times already. So I'm just waiting for him to watch it, and then we'll talk about it. Um, there's stuff coming out. You got Fast and Furious 9 coming out. Um, what else is coming out? You got some other films coming out. I forgot like what else is coming out this June. I think In the Heights is coming out. If you like musicals, I definitely want to see that. Reg don't like the film, yeah. So it's not gonna be a trashy review on my part. Maybe for him. Yeah, they doing too much. I heard 10 supposedly is the last one, but then they're supposed to be making like spin-offs after. So I don't know how true that is. But hopefully, 10 is the last one. We don't need a whole bunch of. They've been doing this for like 20 something years now. I don't think we need a whole bunch of Fast and Furious spin-offs. And you got Hobbs and Shaw was decent, but I don't feel like they need to make 4 and 5 Hobbs and Shaws. Better filmography, Tyrese or Jamie Foxx? Neither. I don't like. Jamie Foxx. I probably see more films from Jamie Foxx, but he had some trash I didn't care for either. Yeah, I heard about the Wonder Years. I'm not watching it though. What the plan was to always stop at 10 though. Like they planned that years ago. Even when they were making like part 5 and 6, they had already planned to do part 10, and that would be the last one. And then based on like certain characters in the franchise, they would do like spin-offs like they did Hobbs and Shaw. They supposed to have a spin-off for Dom at some point and one for I think Letty. But that all I mean, I don't know how those spin-offs are gonna do, to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? I think they're just milking the whole franchise now, you know. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, all of those films make billions of dollars, so that's why they keep going with it. It don't mean like the actual story is good. I mean, they've been milking Transformers for good for a lot of sequels, and a lot of the storylines were terrible.
What y'all talking about?
Fast and Furious.
Oh, I don't really watch much shit.
Do you have a favorite?
I don't even care for Fast and Furious to be real with
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I was talking about new movies coming out.
Ain't Cardi B gonna be in Fast and Furious 9?
Is she in it? I haven't seen it in the trailer.
I know somebody's gonna be in it.
I don't know. I haven't. If she's in it, I haven't seen it. Favorite season of The Sopranos? I don't even remember, man. Like it's been years since I watched The Sopranos, man.
Yeah, I gotta be watching that shit.
What's your favorite season of The Sopranos?
I have to rewatch it
No,
myself.
I'm talking to Sam. The Sam asked the question.
Uh, hey, Mickey actually hit me up.
Huh?
Uh, Rock Lady 80, Mickey vinyl collector.
Big Yellow.
Yeah.
Salute to her. Did you Are you gonna enter her giveaway?
I'm gonna watch it. Yeah.
Favorite boxer? My favorite boxer is Mike Tyson. Back then, my favorite boxer now is Mayweather. I never missed none of their matches. Hector was good.
What's up, Hector?
Yeah, I mean there was a couple of boxers. Sugar Ray was good. I watched a lot of his film matches. Bernard Hopkins, Winky Wright. Uh, who else? Um, Arturo Gotti. Rest in peace to him. Uh, there's a couple of boxers I watched. That's when boxing was actually good.
And entertainment.
Yeah, and entertaining. They had good matches. Pacquiao, of course. Pacquiao was good. Zab Judah, Muhammad. I wasn't born when Muhammad was fighting. I've only seen like clips. Favorite Michael Jackson documentary. I don't have any. What's your favorite? Is there any favorite Michael Jackson documentary?
I like the off the wall.
Uh, the Spike Lee shit. The Spike Lee bad documentary. That was good.
I gotta watch.
Frasier. It's like I'm hearing a dog whistle or something.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna stay up on like another
Oh,
10 minutes.
Cardi B. I didn't see her. I didn't. They didn't. They haven't shown it in. They haven't shown it in the trailers. So Ronnie said she's gonna be in part 9.
Oh wow.
Well, who she playing?
I'm gonna stay up for another 10 minutes.
Worst comedy I've seen.
White chick.
I was gonna say Hangover 2. I didn't like that one at all.
Oh, you didn't like Hangover too?
I like the first one. I didn't like part 2. White Chicks. I don't think that's the worst comedy I've seen. Fist Fight. You can add that to the list. That was bad.
Oh wow.
I did not like Fist Fight. Don't Be a Menace. I did not like that.
Oh, okay. Now you tripping.
I love the soundtrack. I don't like the. I don't care for the film. I think Scary Movie was funnier.
Oh,
I got the hookup. That was bad. Favorite Alicia Keys video. Um,
Unbreakable.
you don't know my name. I don't even remember that video from Breakable. Didn't she have a remix with Joe Budden on there?
Oh god.
She had a remix with Joe Budden for that song, I think.
Oh god, man. Why ruin is such a great song?
If I'm not mistaken, I did like First Fight. I haven't watched a good comedy in years either. It's been a minute.
What about Bad Trip?
I didn't like that. I didn't like that. We talked about that
No.
movie. Did not like that. I want to say the last good comedy I saw was Tag, and that was like what, like 2018. How High 2? I didn't even watch it.
That's a
That I
comedy.
heard that should look bad. I didn't even watch it though.
That's a comedy.
The High High 2, I guess. I mean, I didn't watch it. It was on MTV. Clutch said I fell asleep during Get Hard. That was the one with Kevin Hart and who else was in there? Will Ferrell, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that. It must have been boring if you fell asleep for it. Better vocalist Aaron Hall or Charlie Wilson? Charlie.
Charlie.
Soul Plane. Add that to the list. That might be the worst one of all time.
Oh god.
That was just unwatchable.
So
Kevin
what's
Hart has a new movie coming out. I didn't see it. What's the name of it? I didn't see the trailer for it.
I don't see Kevin Hart like a
What do you think about the Batman and Robin film? I
trash.
like I like Jim Carrey. Talking about Jim Carrey, I like Jim Carrey as the Riddler in that film. No, Jim Carrey was in that. Arnold Schwarzenegger is in that. He played
Yeah.
Mr. Freeze. I didn't like that film at all. George Clooney, like I said, George Clooney was a good Bruce Wayne. I don't think he was a good Batman though. Um, Arnold as Mr. Freeze. I thought somebody else could have been Mr. Freeze. I wouldn't necessarily have picked Arnold as first choice. That might be the worst one in the franchise. I didn't really like that one. I like Batman Forever with Jim Carrey as the Riddler and Tommy Lee Jones as Two Face.
To me, Batman Returns was the best one in the franchise.
I love that. Though the first two, the first Tim Burton ones,
Yes.
the '89 one and Batman Returns was great.
Batman Forever was cool, but the thing with that one, it didn't know what it wanted to be, a kid movie or an adult movie.
Right.
But at the same time, I feel like it is, dare I say, slightly underrated as a third movie in the franchise and shit.
I didn't watch Uncle Drew. I remember when it came out though.
I didn't care for Drew.
I didn't watch it.
I felt it was kind of corny.
I try to I stay away from movies that I know that I'm not gonna like.
I felt it was corny just from the get go. It was a joke that ran on too long. That's my opinion.
um, Fatherhood. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Favorite Samuel L. Jackson films.
Ooh,
187 was underrated. I like that one.
yes. Ooh,
Um,
loved 187.
I like the Shaft reboot from 2000.
That was cool. Lakeview
Um,
Terrace,
yeah.
Pulp Fiction.
Uh,
But who mentioned 187? Hector?
yeah.
Yes.
He's done a lot.
Snakes on the Plane.
Nah, the next that got out of hand. That, but they had so many like wannabe films after that with the whole plane concept. Um, he's done so much. Yo, he's like I like him in the Marvel universe stuff, like him as Nick Fury. In the Avengers and stuff like that. Favorite Gabrielle Union film? I don't have one.
Shit, on top of my head, maybe Deliver Us from Eva, Daddy's Little Girls, maybe.
Yeah, I wasn't. Kyrie need to just stick to basketball. I was not really trying to watch no movie with
Yeah, like I said, it was a joke that ran on for too long. It was a
him.
fucking movie.
uh,
Oh, the old motherfucker playing basketball. Oh, that's funny.
right.
Uh,
Better filmography: Clarence Williams III or Samuel L. Jackson.
I feel like they're both neck to neck. They're both consistent.
Yeah, Clarence didn't do too much crap though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Sam was doing shit for a paycheck.
we need to do something like that, like favorite filmographies.
Yeah, we could do that. You doing the Tupac joint, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I was thinking like doing like a top actor roles or top actors and top like underrated movies of a certain genre.
Right.
Because I still want to do the black movie from '97 to '99.
Mm.
I still want to do that, but I want to do that whenever you're ready for it, for sure.
I'm ready whenever. I know these
Okay,
films. I've watched a lot of these films. I have them on DVD. Some of them.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll let you know because
It, like they're they're waiting for your love and basketball thoughts. I'm like, I already know the movie. I've seen it hundreds of times already.
yeah, I gotta set up myself to watch the movie because to me, I was just been so busy with my thesis too.
Right.
Sometimes I'll watch something and I'll end up falling asleep. That's why I don't like to watch certain movies. I'm obligated to watch at nighttime, but I'll be so busy in the fucking daytime too. It's like fuck.
Favorite Scorsese films?
Oh
Oh man, that's a
damn,
good one. That's
that's
a good one.
Goodfellas and fucking Casino.
That's my favorite. Goodfellas, Casino, The Departed. Like that's my top three for Scorsese, man. Favorite
Did he?
Mob Deep video? Uh,
Ooh,
Probably Survival of the Fittest.
Quiet Storm remix.
That was great too.
That
Yeah,
should.
Joker was a great film. Joaquin Phoenix did his thing as a Joker. That was a great film, and I like the that it was a standalone film told about like a main villain because we don't see those. It's always about the hero,
I
but
love
they
that.
don't. Huh?
I love that movie.
They don't have too many standalone films about the villain where it's not like you don't see no cameos from Superman or Batman or nothing. That was I like the way it was done. That was a real gritty tale of the Joker, and I hope he comes back. I don't know what the situation is with that, so hopefully he comes back.
That's what they do with the Cruella movie. That's what they try to do.
Huh?
That's the same format they try to do with the Cruella movie, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I seen like a lot of movie bloggers said it was good,
Oh yeah,
but supposedly they changed some things about Cruella.
they did.
Did you watch it? Was it good?
Yeah, I watched it last week. I felt like it was pretty good. I feel like Emma Stone did her thing on that one,
Right.
and I'm not like a big Emma Stone fan like that.
Yeah, I've seen Emma Stone in a couple films. She did her thing. Favorite Al Pacino film? Scarface. That's my
Scarface,
favorite.
Godfather 1, 2.
Godfather. Heat.
What's that one movie he did with Robin Williams?
1 Hour Photo.
That was a crazy movie.
Yeah,
You
that was good. It was different for Robin. He played like a real creepy cat in that film.
Yeah, that movie and that one movie where he played like with the one with the fucking photos and shit too.
Insomnia.
Yeah, the Insomnia.
Yeah, I saw that a long time ago.
There was sick pictures.
What inspired? See, I like the questions Clutch is asking us. What inspired you to start a YouTube channel?
To be honest, watching certain YouTube channel and just seeing their collection, like my homeboy Steven and shit. I watched his that got me doing that shit.
Right.
Shut up.
And just being on a podcast with the other guys, like it made me want to like start my own channel and just celebrate my childhood and stuff that I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like if I could do it, and that's what like inspired me to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna dedicate this week to watching movies all week and shit. But
Oh yeah, you doing all movie stuff?
I mean, my personal view watching movies.
Right.
After the two-part breakdown, and yeah, I'm serious about that.
So the Tupac breakdown, is it all his movies, or is just like your favorite like top three?
I'm talking about all his movies. Yep.
Okay.
And I might also give a mention to the Different World episode too.
Right.
I might. I don't know yet.
That's dope.
Something different than the usual top 10 songs, all that shit.
Right. Better movie character, T-Boss from Belly or Keisha character from Belly. I think I
Keisha.
don't know.
Keisha.
Keisha. I'm trying to think what happened to Keisha when what happened to Keisha in Belly? Did she get killed?
I don't think she got killed. No.
I don't really think they gave her like a proper ending.
I think they felt like it was gonna be a sequel and shit like that. But then once
Right.
time came, and then once the game did that stupid ass sequel and shit,
Dog Day Afternoon is underrated. Definitely like that one. I think that was based on a true story as well.
I don't know if I want to watch Poetic Justice on BT Plus. Then I could have sworn Poetic Justice on Stars.
That's a great film.
Well, Poetic Justice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That's probably I want to say that's probably Pac's best acting role.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? Juice was good, but I think you kind of you expect that from Pac to what I'm saying to play a role like that. But Poetic Justice, like I think it was a real heartfelt role that he played.
Believe it or
He
not,
played
oh, go ahead.
compared to like Above the Rim or like those movies. You expect that from Pac. You expect him to play that type of role in Juice and Above the Rim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, like Will Smith was versatile. Like he can do 6 Degrees of Separation, then he could do Independence Day and Men in Black, and you know what I'm saying? Pursuit of Happiness.
Right.
You know, I felt if Pac was alive, I think he would have gotten those other roles like that, like where he can play different characters and not
Most,
just the same thugged out cat.
most definitely.
You know,
What do you think of Kid and Play as actors?
they played it safe. House Party, that wasn't that for Will and Jazzy Jeff?
Yeah.
See, I could see them in that role. They were them. Like they didn't really need a script for the House Party. You saying that role fit them. Class act, it was funny. They were themselves though. They didn't really. I mean, other than the whole Duncan and Play's character switching up and all. You know what I'm saying? But they played it safe though. It wasn't like a challenging role for them. Like I think they could have pulled it off.
Gotcha.
You know. She
I
killed
might have.
Meth. Yeah, That's what happened. Like I thought that. Like she killed Method Man's character, but I thought she got killed also.
Yeah, I thought she got killed too. But yeah, I might have ended it off for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have still got this energy to beat battle tomorrow. Thank y'all so much for chatting, with us. Yeah, I know we didn't do our usual reviews on Sundays, but yeah, I
If
just
you
thought, yeah, I was gonna take it
if
easy.
you want to watch that Prince battle, be sure you here tomorrow because they might pull it after.
Like, I'd be surprised if we go past 5, low key.
Yeah, right. They might pull it during the battle.
Exactly. But anyway, yeah, this week we got the Prince battle, um, California Nation on your
Yes.
channel.
Tuesday night, 11 p.m. Daddy Rant Podcast. We discussing the most successful Red Hot Chili Peppers album, Californication. Be sure you check that out if you like Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Got you. Yes. Then Thursday we're doing giving you the best I got Anita Baker. Also gonna pre-record Amplify
Right.
that day too, and then Van Halen breakdown on Wednesday. So yeah, man, we cannot wait. We cannot wait to talk about this shit.
So salute to Clutch. Go follow his channel if you like basketball, Knicks basketball especially. Follow his
Yes,
channel on YouTube.
salute. Shout out to her name is Yellow Lady, right?
Her name's not Yellow Lady. I something Big Yellow. I call her.
Big Yellow. I mean,
Man.
her answer was like Mickey. Shout out to Big Yellow,
Yeah,
Mickey.
we got to get her on here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll see what you're doing next week or whatever. The
right.
schedule's free or some shit. But yeah, man. Salute, try. Thank you as always.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I'll talk to you later.
All right,
Peace.
peace.